Michigan City won the toss, and they're running from right to left on the radio dial here in the first half. Popping out, getting the basketball is Combs. Lake Central in a man-to-man defense in the road blues. Lake Central, Lake on top, Central on the bottom with the number right in the middle on the front of the jerseys. Here's a pull-up by Hemphill. That's no good. And the rebound comes down to LC and Bannister, and he brings it up with the left-handed dribble, takes it all the way to the glass. Scoop won't go. Batted around. Bannister touched it, but he was out of bounds, so he couldn't do that. It goes to Michigan City. Your officials tonight, Greg Yergler, John Van Wagner, and Tim Mills, a veteran crew, doing this DAC matchup this evening.
Got an opportunity to see two different types of offenses. They're really quick. A slower paced offense for Michigan City and a quick offensive run for Lake Central.
Stewart has the ball on the deck in front of the Lake Central bench. Now with the left hand, brings it to the left side. Gives it up. Hemphill. He's going to give it up. And Boyd trying to get the lane. Cut off by Skylar Smith. So Boyd going to pull it up off the back of the iron. That's no good. Bannister with the long carry. On the left side of the floor. Goes by Hemphill. And then has it knocked away from behind. That by Boyd. Hemphill to Boyd to Hemphill. No. But we've got a whistle and a foul coming up against LC.
Michigan City trying to push the ball up there a little bit, Jerry, taking advantage of that turnover by Bannister.
Greg Yergler on the call. Foul on 33. Ian Martin is first, and the team first. At the line, Shinquan Hemphill. First free throw up and good. 1-0 Michigan City. He'll get one more. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Rico and I will name the Berry Brothers Blue Collar Player of the Game. That's underwritten by our friends at Berry Brothers, located 1/2 mile north of I-80-94 on Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. As Hemphill hits them both, City leads it 2-0 over LC. Here's Bannister on the dribble. Hemphill is going to defend him. Brings it. This is Atkins with it on the left side. Out to Diak. Back to Bannister here on the right. At the top, Skylar Smith. Diak into the corner. Atkins. Spin move against Combs to the bucket. Atkins can't get it to fall and hits the floor hard. Rebound to Michigan City, and here's Stewart on the right side. Splits a couple defenders. Runner in the lane, good. Zach Stewart makes it 4-0 Michigan City. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Bannister to Diak. Diak all the way out. Skylar Smith has it on the right wing near the sideline. Gets into the lane, the 14-footer. That won't go. Whistle and a foul on the rebound. This call going against Michigan City. That should be Zach Stewart. That's his first and the team's first. It was on the rebound, so Lake Central basketball, baseline left of the bucket. Bannister to trigger the inbound. Ian Martin with the jumper, good. Simple inbound play, Rico. Ian got open, got the pass, hit the 10-footer. 4-2 Michigan City. 5.5 to play in the opening quarter. Combs with it, right corner. Hemphill. Stewart. Back to Hemphill. He's on the right wing. Barrett. Stewart a three off the iron. It was a little strong. Bannister, third board already in this first quarter. Nice pass up to Atkins, who scores, and we're tied at 4.
Nice job pushing the ball up there by Bannister. Saw the open man in the corner and was able to get it to him.
Stewart to Barrett. On the drive, Boyd. Jumper no good. Barrett the tap. That won't fall. Atkins battling Barrett. Atkins the last to touch. Stays with Michigan City. And we're going to get 4 new players into the lineup for Michigan City. We're going to see Mike Miller come in, number 23. Number 3, Dominic Jones enters the lineup. 21, Brad Poloski is in. And who am I missing, Rico?
I'm not sure.
Hemphill's the only one that stayed out. 45, Kevin Crawford. So wholesale changes for Michigan City. Here's a drive. Poloski with a 3-ball, left wing. No, Martin the board. Martin will bring it up on the dribble before he crosses half court, gets it to Bannister as Lake Central sets the offense. 4:35 in the first quarter. We're tied at 4. Bannister with the dribble brings it to the right side. Tried to send it back to Smith. Poloski intercepts. Gives it up. Miller, his shot. Partially blocked, but we've got a charge. Good job down there, I believe, by Skylar Smith, setting himself and taking the hit from Michael Miller. That's Miller's first and the team's second, and it's also a turnover against Michigan City.
I thought for a second they were going to call that on Martin from the block from behind.
So Michigan City a little full court pressure, but now that the ball's into Bannister, Hemphill backing off and waiting for him in the backcourt. Atkins with it. Gives up the dribble, needs some help. Gets it to Diak. Diak into the paint. He's going to have to get out of there. Martin. Atkins, drive, dump off to Diak. Intercepted, actually knocked away by Jones, and he knocked it out of bounds. So Lake Central will have the basketball with 4:01 to play in the first quarter.
Maybe one pass too many there, Jerry, by Atkins.
It looked like Atkins had a shot there. I agree with you, Rico. We're going to get a foul against Lake Central on the inbound play, and it's going to go against Frank Diak. First on Diak, second team on Lake Central. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 4, 2-team fouls on each team. I just noticed it, thought I'd say it, Rico. I don't know. So here's the basketball to Jones. Takes it to the right elbow, gives it up to Poloski. Hemphill near the half-court line. Now Hemphill taking it to the basket. Dump off. Crawford can't handle it. Hemphill gets it. Michigan City still has it. Pulowski finds some space. Then he's going to kick it out. Here's a drive to the lane. Put up. No good by Miller. And a rebound to Lake Central and Atkins. Here comes Bannister on the dribble. Atkins gets it back. Pump fakes. Takes it on the drive. Knocked away from behind by Miller. And out of bounds. It'll go. And actually, it will stay with Lake Central.
I think that's a good call, Jerry. He did get the ball from behind, but when he bounced the ball, he did bounce it on the baseline.
Gage Ray into the game for Lake Central, as Austin Atkins will have a seat. Bannister into Ray. Ray takes it to the jump ball circle in the middle, being defended by Crawford. Down, low post, left side, working his Diak. Shot partially blocked by Miller. And Miller comes down with the rebound to Crawford. Takes it to the basket with the left hand and scores. Kevin Crawford with the basket puts Michigan City in front 6-4 and a whistle, and I think we're going to have a delay of game warning. That is it against Michigan City. 3:07 to play in the first quarter. 6-4 Wolves at the conclusion of tonight's game. We'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies. They have offices open from 9 to 9 Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Long shot on the way by Smith. That's no good. It goes out of bounds, and it will go to Michigan City. And that was one of your Christensen Chevrolet keys to the game, Rico, getting Skylar Smith the hot hand and getting him some looks early.
Right, and I was just about to mention that he has not taken a shot yet tonight. That was his first shot. It almost seemed like a frustration type of shot because he was really, really deep.
Jones brings it up on the dribble, gives it up. Bannister defends the pass. It went to Miller, and the foul on Skylar Smith is first. Smith wanted that ball as Miller had a little trouble handling the pass, but he ended up hitting Miller on the arm. So, third team foul against Lake Central. The first against Smith. Here comes Michigan City. Hemphill with the basketball. Across the half-court line. He's on the left side of the floor. Now he takes it to the middle, steps it back just a little. Ian Martin defends. There's contact. Ryan Burita, who's in the game, was defending. Contact, no call. Lake Central picks up the loose ball, and here come the Indians on the attack with 2:20 to play, trailing 6-4. Pass. Big Ray. And that is Martin. Lost the handle on it. Touched last by Michigan City. It'll stay with Lake Central as Ethan Darter sets come in for the Indians.
Coach Boyd not really happy with that call, but that was the right call. It did get deflected.
And I agree with both of them. Coach Boyd wasn't happy with just a couple of possessions back either. But this is on the end of the floor where we're sitting, and I thought they were both good calls, just like you, Rico. Here's Ethan Darter with the shot. That won't go. Rebound from the weak side. Dominic Jones, and he's going to bring it up on the dribble. Kick it to Hemphill. Three from the left wing. No, too strong off the back of the iron. Batted around. It comes down to Gage Ray. Ray triple teamed in the backcourt, able to dribble out of it. Brings it up the floor, gets it to Burita. Darter, Ray for three, left wing. That's no good. Rebound, Dominic Jones, and an over-the-back foul against LC. That's going to be Ethan Darter, his first. His first, team fourth.
That's the first time we've seen a little pressure there by Michigan City.
So here come the Wolves, leading at 6-4 in this high-scoring first quarter with a minute 40 to go. I say tongue-in-cheek. Jones to the basket, and he's tripped going by. Whoa! Okay, they're going to call traveling. Now another official's going to step in and say, wait a minute, check that. Hold the basketball there. Let's see. We're going to get...
Yeah.
And Joe Bannister's going to pick up a foul. When we saw Jones drive through, it looked like he tripped over a foot.
That's tripped. Right. He was pushed.
Tim Mills stepping in to help out with that call. So Michigan City brings it in baseline left side. Miquan Doherty is into the game for Michigan City. Here's a jumper from Jones. Hits a three from the top of the key, and Dominic Jones. First tray by either team in the game. It's 9-4 Michigan City. 1:20 to play in the first quarter. Here's Bannister. Pass low, but scooped up nicely. But a pass intended for Darter is no good. That's Sean Griffin into the game for Lake Central. Quickly the other way. Miller with the basket. Miller with the bucket, and it's 11-4. Quickly the other way. Bannister can't get it to fall, but a whistle and a foul against Miller. Bannister going to get a couple of free throws, and that'll be 2 on Mike Miller.
That little pressure that Michigan City's applying to Lake Central coming up the floor kind of disrupted that offense a little bit there. And on this last trip, Bannister says, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to take any chances this time.
Joe Bannister going to the line to shoot 2 for Lake Central. Was a 4-4 game. 2-minute mark of this quarter. It's 11-4 right now, Michigan City. First one by Bannister is good. 11-5. Stewart comes back in for Michigan City. It's Skylar Smith back in for LC. And Frank Diak is back in for LC as well. So second shot for Bannister. It's up and good as well. Bannister hits them both. It's an 11-6 game. Under a minute to play in the opening quarter. Poloski gives it up to Stewart. Lake Central falling into a 2-3 right now, though Bannister's really coming out high, Rico.
Yes, he is.
Poloski wants a 3 from the left wing. It's short, rebound to Griffin, and here comes Lake Central. Griffin bringing it up on the dribble right side of the floor. Finds some space, takes it over Poloski, and we're going to get an offensive foul of Sean Griffin. Brad Poloski stood his ground. Griffin elevated as much as he could, but he couldn't avoid the contact, Rico.
Poloski did a fantastic job. He knew that the contact was coming. He braced himself, and maybe a little bit of little acting there, but nonetheless, a great job.
Gage Ray back into the game for Lake Central. Here comes Michigan City leading at 11-6 with half a minute to play in the frame. Doherty to Stewart, to Poloski, to Sturt. Stewart splits a couple defenders. Poloski's open for a 3 from the right side. Hits it. And it is 14-6 with 10 seconds to play. Bannister into the front court with Jones. On the floor, loose. Jones able to come up with it. Can he get a shot off? Passed it off, and they could not get a shot. But Michigan City had a good final couple of minutes and lead it 14-6 after 1. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Green 18! Green 18!
The Region Sports Network is proud to be the exclusive media partner of the Crown Point Junior Bulldog Youth Football League. The Junior Bulldogs are Northwest Indiana's largest independent youth football league, serving over 500 players and their families from 22 Northwest Indiana communities. For more information on the Crown Point Junior Bulldogs Youth Football League, the website is cpjrbulldogs.com. That's cpjrbulldogs.com.
McShane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, and magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. McShane staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. McShane, 1-800-837-1400, or online at McShane.com. High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rich Castillo, Jerry Siska back with you here at Michigan City High School as we welcome you back to the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy Dealer presentation of high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key, and we're streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. The Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy Dealer, Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Number one. Lake Central had the basketball to begin the quarter. They trailed 14-6, but a turnover. Michigan City attacks. Lake Central with their original starting five on the floor. Boyd with the basket from the left side over Skylar Smith. 10-point lead for Michigan City. It's 16-6.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're taking Michigan City too lightly or what, but this is a team that can put up some points, Jerry. I think, what are they averaging? Over 60, right?
I can get that for you in just a second. They are averaging 64.6 per contest. Smith wants a three. That's off. We've got a rebound, and it's going. Foul, that is, going against Lake Central. And that'll be Ian Martin. Second on Martin.
Yeah, Smith took that shot with a hand right in his face, so they're not letting him get too free for a three-pointer. What do we have, a foul here?
We had a foul against Ian Martin, his second, and it's a one in the bonus now, as that's the seventh team foul for Lake Central. So Zach Stewart going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And when you're down 10 already early, the 7:05 mark of the second quarter is not when you want the other team to start shooting free throws.
Absolutely. Now it's up to Michigan City to capitalize on this and start making some of those free throws.
So Stewart gets the basketball. Left-hander, eyes the rim, three dribbles, spins the ball, bends the knees, puts it up. Good. Zach gets one more. He has 3 points in the game. Now an 11-point lead at 17-6. What is that?
Oh, man.
You're thinking.
6 points.
Second one, good. Stewart hits them both. 18-6. This is a Lake Central squad that at times has had difficulty scoring, Rico, but they do come in averaging just under 60 points a game. So they have had their nights. They can put it up. Skylar Smith hits the three from the right corner, and they needed that basket, Rico.
Absolutely. They look for him. It was a plan right there.
Stewart answers with a three from the right side. And that brings us to 21-9, Michigan City with 6:40 to play in the first half. Here's Bannister. Brings it up with Hemphill defending. Smith wide open. He wants a three from the left corner. No. Rebound to Combs. Here comes Stewart. He wants a three from the left wing, and he hits it.
2 in a row. He's feeling it right now.
Lake Central needs a timeout. Dave Malowski knows it and calls it. 24-9, Michigan City with 6:22 remaining in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and the Peak Performers return for another season on the Region Sports Network at regionsports.com, underwritten by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Check for the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Peak Performers every week on regionsports.com. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, underwritten by Lake County, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agents. Wow. We're seeing a three show here right now. We saw Zachary Stewart do this against Crown Point. He had a good night that night shooting the basketball as well. Doesn't look like your typical basketball player, coming in at about 5'9". Built a little more like a fullback on the football team, really. But he has got a sweet jumper.
Sweet jumper, left-handed shot. He's got a good eye.
1-2-2-1. Or a 2-1-2 or a 1-2-1-1. The way Michigan City's fading around, hard to tell. Lake Central has a shot missed there. And quickly the other way, Girardi Boyd tried to pass it off, had it intercepted, and instead Boyd commits the foul as Skylar Smith was trying to bring it up on the dribble for Boyd, his first. Team 4.
I'll tell you what, Hempfield skied on this end, Jerry, for that rebound. He got up and over Diak for that board.
End of the ball game is Ryan Burita, as Ian Martin has a seat with the 2 fouls just a moment ago. Bannister bringing it up on the dribble and looking to trap when he crosses half court. So he swings it from the right side to the left side, has it knocked out of his hands by Stewart and into the Michigan City bench. Lake Central will retain possession, trailing by 15 with 5:51 to play in this first half. We have played 10 minutes of basketball, Rico, and Lake Central has 9 points. Bannister, kick. Austin Atkins for 3. No. But Bannister able to get the long rebound, and then Stewart strips him of it. Couldn't keep the handle, though, and Diak picks it up for LC. Smith. Diak. The Smith in the back court. Now they're into the front court. Austin Atkins has it in the right corner. Takes it out near the half-court line. Now he's trapped by Barron and Hemphill. Gets it to Burita. Now Bannister has it over on the left wing area. Hemphill comes to defend. Bannister gets around him. Scoop with the right hand from the left side. Joe Bannister, his first field goal. He has 4.
There's a guy that has to get moving here.
Here's Dante Combs, top of the key 3. 27-11, Michigan City. 5 minutes left in the first half. And here come 4 subs for the Wolves again. Bannister to Diaz. That's Atkins with it. To Skylar Smith. Nice give and go. Diak to the bucket, too strong. Loose ball battle, and it is off Barron, so it'll stay with Lake Central. As here comes Pulowski, Crawford, Miller, and Jones.
You know, you mentioned on the right up here, Jerry, that Michigan City was going to use a lot of ball players.
And actually, Doherty has entered the lineup, too. They ended up subbing all 5 men on the floor. Michigan City used 10 kids just in that first quarter, Rico. Ball came into Diak. He gives it to Bannister.
Oh.
And Bannister is fouled by Dominic Jones. They kind of got crossed up. Bannister made a move. Jones trying to react defensively.
Right.
That's a long ways away near the half-court line to commit a foul. That is 1 on Jones. And the 15th foul against Michigan City. So Lake Central to trigger the inbound. Front court sideline in front of the Michigan City student section. And there is a decent Michigan City student section here this evening.
They're all standing up right now. And
Rico can't see.
Yes. That's why I was standing up earlier.
Oh, I figured that's what it was. Into the game is Griffin. He gets it into the front court to Diak. Back to Griffin. Smith for 3. It's short. And the long rebound goes out of bounds, and you could see the frustration on Skylar Smith's face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what I'm noticing a lot here is that when Michigan City goes into that trap, they use their 2 biggest men on the court to trap up front.
Makes it more difficult to find that open man.
Yes.
So here's Miller. Does a crossover. Runner in the lane goes. Put it up there and hit all parts of the rim, and then finally softly fell through. This lead, Rico, is at 18 points for Michigan City with 4 minutes to play in the first half. It's 29-11. And now Griffin being trapped in the back court, and he travels.
Good call. Lost his footing there, again, with the larger defensive player on him.
Gage Ray in, Austin Atkins out for Lake Central. 3:53 to play in this first half. Miller with the basketball. Into the lane, turn around, good. Michael Miller. We're going to get a whistle and a foul against Michigan City on the inbound. 20-point lead now for Michigan City. The foul on Dominic Jones.
Losing your voice, Jerry?
Yeah, a little bit. Girardi Boyd in. Jones having a seat. winter weather isn't helping me one bit. I will tell you that. Colds and all sorts of things. Ray with it. 3 ball. That's no good by Amir Ransom, who's in the game now for Lake Central. 10th player the Indians have used in this one. Pulowski gives it up. Doherty. Back to Pulowski on the left side. Doherty on the jump ball circle. Working against Skylar Smith. Doherty to the basket. No, Ransom the rebound. Brings it up the floor. Gives it to Ray. Ray, the pull-up. Good. Gage Ray with his first field goal.
That's what LC has to do. They have to push the ball and not allow Michigan City to set up that full-court pressure.
31-13. Doherty has to go chase a pass that got away from him. Girardi Boyd now has the basketball. Coming up the screen is Crawford. Boyd into the middle of the floor, working against Ray. Crossover move. Jumper by Boyd. No, and that's going to be an over the back on Kevin Crawford. And that'll be the 7th team foul against Michigan City. So now Lake Central will get an opportunity to get some points with the clock stopped as we walk down to the other end for a 1 and the bonus.
And Sean Griffin at 5'8" was able to get inside there, Jerry, and get position on him.
Hemphill back in for Michigan City. Atkins back in for Lake Central. And Bannister awaits at the scorer's table for an opportunity to get into the ball game as he will replace Griffin. First free throw, good. So Griffin gets another. I'm glad he made that because it was 1 in the bonus, and I already put the 2 free throw circles on my score sheet. I'd have had to get out the trusty wideout.
No way. I see that you do carry that.
Yes, I do. Second one is good. So Griffin hits them both. 31-15 game. Let's see if Lake Central can get a stop as they have just scored 4 straight. At this point, down 20, Rico. If you can get it right in that 10 area by halftime, you're still in the contest. There's no question.
No question, absolutely.
Hemphill into the lane. The runner with the left hand. No. Skylar Smith, the rebound. Smith the other way quickly for the Indians. Gets it to Diak. To Atkins, to Diak. Hemphill nearly stole. Diak to the basket. Scoop, no, but he's fouled. I believe that'll be Kevin Crawford again.
Great presence of mind there by Diak. Almost losing the ball, but then getting control and going right to the hoop.
So Crawford, his second, and Frank Diak at the line to shoot 2. Free throw up and good. Diak will get another. As changes for Michigan City again. Barron's back into the ball game. Stewart's back into the ball game. And Combs back into the game.
I'm just looking at the bench. I think this is the first time I've ever seen that a team bench is split by the aisle.
I believe is it Maryville that it's that way? I have seen it somewhere else. I just can't think off the top of my head where that was, but it's rare, certainly. Diak split a pair. So 5 straight by Lake Central. Cuts the lead down to 15. It's 31-16 Michigan City. They're on the attack offensively in the front court with 1:50 to play in the first half. Boyd, Stewart. Bannister on him. Stewart gives it up. Combs with Gage Ray on him. Now to Barrett. Ball on the left side of the floor. Barrett, after a few dribbles, gives it up to Boyd. And it's Skylar Smith that defends there, and Michigan City wants a timeout. Timeout Michigan City with 1:33 to play in the first half, and the Wolves leading it 31-16. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. I want to tell you that we are streaming live the video tonight by Ken Siegfried. Always a good time working with Ken. And if you're listening to me on radio or on the internet, now if you're listening to Rico too, but yes, we know not everybody does, so that's just messing with you.
All right.
Hey, get on regionsports.com and watch the video work of Ken and still get to enjoy Rico.
Hey, Ken did a fantastic job over the weekend. We did the wrestling semi-state from Maryville High School. An outstanding job.
Hey, Ken, you think we'll have any opportunity to get a face shot of Rico so everybody on the video knows who he is? They could say hi to him in the stores and stuff when they see it?
They do that anyway. Come on.
Here it is, Michigan City. Hemphill with it. On the drive, over Atkins. That's no good, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul against the Indians. And Austin Atkins picking up his first. And Shaquan Hemphill to the line to shoot a couple. First one up, and that's no good. For Hemphill, the second one will be coming.
Another southpaw here.
A couple of them there for Michigan City. Three of them, Boyd, Hemphill, and Stewart.
That's right, Boyd. Boyd's a southpaw, yes.
Second one. And that bounces around, and it comes out, too. Two big misses right there. Gives Lake Central an opportunity to cut this lead some more with 1:20 to play. It was Ian Martin that got the rebound. Bannister now brings it into the front court with the crossover. Gets around Hemphill to the basket. Shot won't go. Stewart finally comes down with it after a little bit of volleyball between three Michigan City players. 65 seconds remaining. Stewart into the front court. Gives it up to Boyd. Corner between the sideline and the half-court line, left side. Now he gives it up. Hemphill splits a couple defenders. Dumps it off. Barron had nothing. 50 seconds. Boyd with it at half-court. Boyd, nice little move there. Backs it up. Skylar Smith defending. Stewart. Bannister defends. Stewart, crossover dribble. Boyd. Michigan City playing a little keep away with the dribble. Going to play it down to the last shot. And this is a key stop for LC. They haven't really got to the 10 spot, Rico, but Michigan City gets the ball to start the third quarter looking at the possession arrow. You're down 15 already. You don't want it to be any worse. Stewart for three. No. From the right side, but Hemphill gets the rebound and the putback basket. Shaquan Hemphill. Bannister quickly the other way gets it. And that's the end of the first half with the score, Michigan City 33, Lake Central 18. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This is a presentation of the Region Sports Network, the only game. You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Jack's Warehouse, Northwest Indiana's newest indoor family fun center, is proud to sponsor sports on the Region Sports Network. Jack's Warehouse has fun activities for all ages, including go-karts, bumper cars, sky trail, laser tag, and an arcade. Jack's even has glow-in-the-dark mini golf. Located next to Omni on Route 41 in Cherryville, Jack's has 6 party rooms available for events and parties. For more information, the website is jakswarehouse.com, and the phone number is 322-JAKS.
Tonight's game is being underwritten by your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agents in Lake County. Different drivers require different kinds of car insurance. Coverage from house to house isn't always the same, and life policies vary too. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake County is proud, in part, underwrite high school sports on 90.5 FM WRTW The Key. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake County.
Triple Crown All-Stars Baseball and Softball Academy in Cherryville is a year-round instructional facility featuring a fully AstroTurf building for team practice, batting cages, infield, and pitching mounds. The staff at Triple Crown features years of professional instruction in hitting, pitching, and fielding for both baseball and softball. Triple Crown All-Star Baseball and Softball Academy is located at 2208 US 41 in Cherryville, and the number to call to make a reservation is 219-864-0711. The website is triplecrownallstars.com. A taste bud jumping frozen yogurt experience without the fat and calories of ice cream is at Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt in Cherryville. Sweet Frog offers non-fat, low-fat, sugar-free, supreme, or sorbet options, along with waffle cones, cups, banana boats, and parfaits. Sweet Frog is located at 155 Highway 41 in Cherryville, and they are open 7 days a week. For a list of flavors and gift ideas, the website is www.sweetfrogyogurt.com.
Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep.
Sports in the region are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 94, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com.
McShane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom and printed mugs, pens, and magnets, quality employee apparel with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. McShane staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. McShane, 1-800-837-1400 or online at McShane.com. High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rico Castillo, Jerry Siska back with you here at Michigan City High School. We're at halftime, where the Michigan City Wolves lead Lake Central 33-18 in a DAC matchup. As always, you're listening to Prep Basketball on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key. We're also streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com, and it is underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. For more details on the great Chevy lineup, the website is ChevyDrivesChicago.com. Rico, interesting first half. Lake Central throughout the entire half has struggled to score. Had a little bit of a chance. It got to 31-11, a 20-point lead. Michigan City didn't score for quite a stretch there, but Lake Central just not really able to capitalize and get closer in that final 2.5 minutes or so.
Absolutely right. You know, and during that dry spell that Michigan City had, you know, Lake Central had opportunities. It wasn't like they were throwing up three balls. They were driving, but the shots weren't falling. I think what really has taken them out of their game has been that full court pressure. After we saw the little lead that Michigan City opened up, then they came out with the full court pressure. I think that's something that Coach Malosnik is going to address in the locker room at halftime.
Take a look at some of the numbers from the first half for Michigan City. They were led in scoring by Zachary Stewart. He has 10 points. And how about the fact he's 2 of 4 from three-point range, and his shot's looking real nice. Michael Miller with 6 points for Michigan City. Other scores for the Wolves, Shinquan Hemphill has 4. Dante Combs has 3. Girardi Boyd has 2. Dominic Jones with 3. Brad Pulowski has 3. And Seven Crawford has 2 for their total of 33. They are 12 of 25 are the Wolves from the floor in the first half for 45%. 5 of 11 from three-point range for 46%. And 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%. Take a look at the numbers for the Lake Central Indians here in this first half. They were led in scoring by Joe Bannister with 6 points. Other scores for the Indians, Austin Atkins had 2. Frank Tiak 1. Ian Martin has 2. Skylar Smith with 3. Sean Griffin has 2. Gage Ray has 2. And that's it for their total of 18. Just 6 of 21 from the floor in the first half for the Indians for 29%. 1 of 8 from three-point range, 13%. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. That's 83%. 11 rebounds by the Indians compared to 10 for Michigan City. So pretty even battles there. 2 offensive boards for Michigan City, 1 for Lake Central. So both teams holding their own on the backboard. Lake Central, 8 turnovers in the first half. Michigan City with just 3. And I think that goes back to what you were talking about, Rico, about the pressure causing Lake Central some problems.
Yes, you know, As soon as they allow Michigan City to set up that defense, they're in trouble. And I mentioned earlier that Michigan City does a great job putting their two biggest men on the trap at midcourt, and that's huge because you mentioned the guards can't see where they need to throw the ball.
So at the half, Michigan City 33, Lake Central 18, couple of minutes away from the start of the third quarter. Let's take a break. Rico and I will be back with second half action after this. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Morris Baseball and Softball Center, a new baseball and softball development program in Northwest Indiana, provides instruction for aspiring athletes. The staff at Morris Baseball and Softball Center has over 95 years of combined professional experience, and they provide instruction which includes game-tested methods used by major league teams. Located inside Omni 41 in Schererville, Morris Baseball and Softball provides disciplined, well-organized practices and places players at highly competitive opportunities to achieve success. For more information on Morris Baseball and Softball, the phone number is 227-5250, and the website is morrisbaseballcenter.com.
At the Crowell Companies, our customers are more than just numbers on a ledger or anonymous people who sign up online. Our customers are the families we see at the ball fields, the grocery store, and all around the community. That's because for nearly 50 years, the Crowell Companies have been part of the community right here in Northwest Indiana, offering personalized custom services that only a local company can provide. For home, auto, and business insurance, it's the Crowell Companies, 923-2131. And online at CrowellInsurance.com. The Crowell Companies, home of the insurance superheroes.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
And welcome back to this Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer presentation of high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key. We're also streaming worldwide on the internet at RegionSports.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, the talk of the town. Along with Rico Castillo, Jerry Sisko with you back here at MC. The Wolves leading Lake Central 33-18 at the break. And we do want to tell you that this broadcast is a production of the Region Sports Network. Any of the use, duplication, reproduction, or retransmission of the accounts and descriptions of this contest without the expressed written consent of the Region Sports Network is prohibited. More high school basketball coming your way this Friday night as we will have the same Lake Central Indians hosting the Crown Point Bulldogs. You'll get that right here on 90.5. And then we have some more action for you on Saturday. The LaPorte Girls Regional Semifinal will take place at RegionSports.com. So more high school hoops for you this weekend. Rico, it's hard to believe. 2 weeks from tonight, the eliminations begin.
That's it. You know, some teams are going to be turning in their uniforms, and some are going to keep going.
And this Sunday will be the draw, and we'll find out who's playing who Sunday afternoon as the draw takes place in Indianapolis.
Quick turnover from Michigan City right there.
That's something Lake Central needed. They've got to get this down to have a chance into single digits going into the fourth quarter. They trail by 15 right now. So here comes Lake Central. Martin gets it into Diak as the starters are on the floor for both clubs. And we've got a whistle and a foul against Michigan City. Or actually, it was knocked out of bounds. Skylar Smith with it. Stewart gives it up to Bannister. Bannister into the lane. He's bumped, and Hemphill's going to pick up a foul for Michigan City. It'll go out of bounds to Lake Central under their basket on the left side. The Indians run right to left on the radio dial here in the second half. First foul on Hemphill. First team on Michigan City in half, number 2. We've played 30 seconds. Still 33-18. Comes into Atkins. On the left side, gets a screen from Diak. Atkins takes it to the free throw line. Spin move. Gives it up to Smith. Smith goes into Diak. Stewart defends. Barron waiting. Kick across. Martin shot. Diak, nobody boxed him out. He got the rebound and missed the putback. Ian Martin battling. couldn't get the rebound, saved by Combs. Here comes Michigan City. Boyd trying to go to Hemphill, and that was a dunk attempt on that alley-oop, but it was knocked away by the Indians, so Michigan City will keep the basketball.
That was definitely part of a showtime there. Ian Martin coming in and blocking that, but definitely that was going to be a slammer.
Boyd brings it into Stewart. Back to Boyd. To Hemphill. Hemphill with the dribble drive, cut off by two Indians at the baseline. Has to kick it back out to Boyd and then get it back at the top. He works against Atkins. Gives it up to Stewart. Stewart gets around Bannister. Ian Martin there. Ian Martin knocks it away. Ian Martin to the floor, and off of Ian Martin and out of bounds, stays with the City.
Great hustle there off that loose ball. Hey, you know what I wanted to
Everything
mention?
Going okay?
Yeah, I was trying to read these text messages.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I wanted to go ahead and we'll do this, and then I'll come back to this.
Stewart into Combs. To Boyd. Barron gives a screen, but good job by Martin to step out and give Boyd nowhere to go. 6:35 to play in the third quarter. We're still at 33-18 Michigan City. Hemphill gives up the dribble, gets it down to Barron. Turnaround over Martin. That's short. Bannister comes in, gets the rebound, brings it up on the dribble quickly the other way. Gives it up. Atkins the jumper. Good. Austin Atkins with the field goal. It's 33-20. Lake Central has outscored Michigan City 9-2 since it was 31-11, and an offensive foul. That going against Shane Barrett. Good job by Frank Diak stepping in and taking the charge.
Absolutely. A lot of control there by Barron, but all of a sudden it's Lake Central now that's feeling the mojo here.
Indians now with a chance to get to 11. 10 with a tray. Although right now attacking the basket and getting the short jumpers is working for them, as the three-point shooting percentage in the first half was not good.
Not good at all.
Here's Bannister. Brings it into the front court. Ian Martin pops out. Bannister keeps. Now Martin gets it. Goes down. Diak, right side of the baseline, gives it up to Skylar Smith. Smith, double team, so it's out to Diak. To Bannister. Dribble drive into the lane. Spin move. Knocked out of his hands by Combs. Now it's loose on the floor. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul against Michigan City. And that's going to be Shane Barron going to pick that up, his second. And the third team foul against Michigan City in this half. 5:39 to play in the third, 33-20. Bannister wants a three. No. Coming in, getting the rebound, Martin, and it's good. Ian Martin with the putback basket. It's 33-22. Michigan City, 5:25 to play. Boyd, three balls short. Skylar Smith saves. Indians, a chance to cut it to single digits. Austin Atkins lost the handle on it. Ball loose on the floor. Bannister and Hemphill there. Bannister touched it last. Turnover on LC.
It almost looks like Michigan City is starting to panic, Jerry, here on this end of the floor, but still have the lead. Just play your game.
But what was once a 20-point advantage at 31-11 is now down to 11. 11-2 run by Lake Central that has occurred over the last 5 minutes or so between the end of the second and early third. Wholesale subs for Michigan City. We'll name them all. Pulowski has the basketball right now as he got it from Miller. Pulowski, dribble drive, gives it up. Crawford to Jones. The only one stayed on the floor that time was Dante Combs. This is Jones. Has to spin, shoot over Smith. No, knocked around. Crawford chasing it into the corner. Off of 7, Crawford out of bounds. Goes to Lake Central.
All right, so I've come to the conclusion. Maybe it's this basket on this end, Jerry, because this is the basket Lake Central had and couldn't buy a bucket.
Good point, Rico. Here's Bannister. He's going to dribble it up, and he has Jones waiting right across the half-court line. On the high post. Diak has it. Takes it over Crawford. Got it. Frank Diak gets his first field goal, and the Indians, the deficit into single digits. And a travel against Michigan City. 33-24. A 13-2 run now.
I thought maybe we'd have seen a timeout already by Coach Boyd. Try to settle his team down.
Diak with it as Michigan City has a couple players in the backcourt. Now to Bannister looking to trap. Gets it to Diak, to Skylar Smith, to Bannister, and Lake Central attacks midway through the third. Low pass, Ray able to pick it up. Goes into the corner, Ian Martin. He finds Diak, who scores.
Great job by Diak, cutting through the lane, and was picked up by Martin.
Diak from Ian Martin. Pulowski wants a three right corner. No! Martin goes for the rebound. He's fouled. 7 Crawford? Believe it was. His third, and now there's the timeout you thought would come, Rico. 30-second timeout with 3:40 to play in the third quarter. It's now Michigan City 33, Lake Central 26, and it'll be Indian basketball following this timeout. That's the second 30-second timeout Michigan City's used. They have all their fulls remaining. Lake Central with 4 timeouts left, 3 fulls, and a 30. At the conclusion of tonight's game, Rico and I will name the Berry Brothers Blue Collar Player of the Game, underwritten by our friends at Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, a blue-collar store for the blue-collar worker. And also at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lansing Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Company is proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. So 33-26. This was a 31-11 game with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. A 15-2 run right now by Lake Central. And they're trying to add to it. Here's Bannister. On the high post. That was Martin to Bannister, back to Martin. A give and go. It won't go, but there's a whistle and a foul against Michigan City. Is that Dante Combs, number 5, I believe? It is his first. And that'll send Ian Martin to the line to shoot 2 for Lake Central. First one won't go.
Lake Central running a more potent offense right now, Jerry. A lot of movement, a lot of cutting through the lane, a lot of cutting to the basket.
Ian Martin, a 68% free throw shooter on the year, splits that pair. And it pulls his club within 6 at 33-27. 3:20 to play in the third. This is Combs. Gives it up to Jones. Pulowski. Pulowski with the crossover. Gets by his man, Gage Ray, and Gage Ray is going to pick up the foul. So Ray is first. Team first in the second half. 5 teams thus far against Michigan City. So the Wolves to trigger the inbound. Comes to Miller. Miller has Bannister on him. Miller gives it up to Jones. Combs hands it off to Miller, to Barron, to Jones. Pulowski wants a 3, top of the key. It won't go after hitting every part of the rim and rolling around. Ian Martin for the rebound and a whistle and a foul against Michigan City.
Martin had pretty good position there. Went up high for the board, and I thought he was almost undercut from behind on that.
Zach Miller with the foul, his third. That's the 6th team on Michigan City. 2:45 left in the third. The next whistle against City means Lake Central shoots free throws the rest of the half. I brought that up in the first half when Michigan City went into it at 7 minutes in the second quarter, and Michigan City only 4 of 6 from the free throw line. In that half, they didn't capitalize. Here's Martin. Jumper won't fall. Tapped around by Bannister. Rebounded Michigan City. Hemphill the other way. 2.5 to play in the third. Stewart with Skylar Smith on him. Stewart trying to get around Smith. Pull up. No. Ian Martin the board. To Bannister. Bannister going to bring it into the front court. Ian Martin takes it all the way to the bucket. Over Combs. Good. Ian Martin with the basket. It's 33-29. 2 minutes to play in the third.
Beat him on the first step.
Hemphill blocked by Martin and a whistle and a foul against Lake Central. I think that's Martin. And you know why he got basketball, but you know why he got called for that?
The body,
much
right?
of the body wave.
Yes, it's definitely a good block, but the body got...
Actually, they're not going to call Martin. They're going to call it on Frank Diak. Martin was the one who blocked the shot.
I didn't even see Diak close.
I didn't either. Shaquan Hemphill at the line to shoot 2. Free throw up and good. And that is the first point of the third quarter for Michigan City. It comes with 1:56 left in the frame. Pulowski back in as Combs has a seat, and Gerondy Boyd back in as Dominic Jones has a seat. 34-29, a 5-point game with 1:56 to play in the quarter. $11-1. Lake Central has outscored Michigan City thus far in the frame. Second free throw by Hemphill, good too. So he went to the line the first time, hit 2 of 2. He went to the line the second time, missed 2 of 2. He goes to the line this time and hits 2 of 2. You got to foul him in the fourth quarter because the way it goes back and forth, he's going to miss it, right?
2 more.
Bannister into the front court. Gives it up on a high post, Diak. Back to Bannister on the left side. He's going to take it to the baseline. The runner by Joe. No. Can't get his own rebound. Stewart comes down with it after it's tapped around, and Joe's going to commit the foul. Bannister with the personal, his second.
Don't know what Joe was thinking about there. That was kind of a silly foul on his part. Well, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rico.
No, just a silly foul, because they're going to need him come the fourth quarter. And how many fouls does he have? 2?
That's 2.
Yeah,
but
nonetheless, he doesn't need any time on the bench.
13 foul against the Indians. 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Hemphill with it. Now, the Indians really need to clamp down, Rico.
Yes.
They did what they needed to do, and that was get the game tight going to the fourth quarter. Stewart's runner, no good. Barron on the weak side, able to battle and get it away from Martin, so it belongs to Michigan City still. Pulowski on the right wing. Working against Diak, takes it to the bucket. The scoop won't go, and Ian Martin with the rebound. 65 seconds remaining. What you don't want to have happen if you're Lake Central is a quick Michigan City run in this final minute. Bannister, the scoop won't go. A whistle and a foul going against Shane Barron. And that will be 3 on Barron.
Boy, Michigan City can't buy a bucket on this end at all right now.
2 free throws in the quarter is it, Rico.
That's it.
2 free throws coming for Joe Bannister. First one, good. Second one coming for Joe. 35-30 now the score. Second one for Bannister is up and off the front of the iron. It won't go. Tapped around and picked up by Lake Central. Bannister has it. Kick. Martin fouled by Pulowski. Hard on the baseline. First foul on Brad Pulowski, and Ian Martin going to go to the line to shoot 2. Clock stopped at 49.3 in the quarter.
That was maybe a little statement foul there, but on Martin.
You know, the best statement you can make if you're Michigan City, score some points.
Score some points, absolutely.
First one for Martin, good. Not really like they have not had some good looks and some good opportunities in this period, Rico.
I'm telling you, it's this basket on it.
Second one by Martin, good as well. 35-32. Who would have thunk it when it was 31-11?
Unbelievable.
48 seconds. Here comes Michigan City. Boyd on the walk-up. Boyd with number 12, his counterpart 12, Joe Bannister waiting to defend. Now Bannister's going to change and take Barron on top. Hemphill, left side, Pulowski. Gage Ray on him. Stewart with it to Boyd. And if you're Michigan City, Rico, you're going to play for the last shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Point.
You know, they need this last shot.
Stewart between the legs, backs it up near the half-court line. Now he tries to work against Diak. Good defense, gives him nowhere to go. He's going to back it up and try again. Going to make a crossover. He gets into the lane. Past Martin, foul Diak. Didn't work the first time. He tried it again and got by him that time, Rico.
That's right. You know, working for that last shot, the last thing you wanted to do if you were Michigan City was give LC another chance to score before the end of the quarter.
LC has the possession arrow, if I'm reading that right over there on the scoreboard, or on the scorer's table, I should say, across the way. So Stewart will have 2 shots. First one, good. And Skylar Smith in for Atkins. And Ryan Burita in for Diak. 36-32. Second one for Stewart. Up, and that's good as well. Lake Central quickly the other way. Bannister. We're under 6 seconds. Bannister, the runner. That good. Goes. It's good. Off the rim, off the backboard, and in. And then we have a violation against Michigan City on the out of bounds. Dave Mozik wants some time put back on the clock.
Yeah, I believe he does, yes.
Because he saw the violation probably quicker than the whistle blew, as there are only 4/10 remaining in the quarter. Even if you could squeak out another 5 or 6/10, that gives you time for a catch and shoot, which right now you can't get. Nothing going to be put on the clock. So all Lake Central's going to be able to do is throw it up near the basket for a tap. As it won't even be touched by an Indian. But a big rally in the third quarter by Lake Central puts them in this one. It's a 3-point game after 3. Michigan City 37, Lake Central 34. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. For over 65 years, the Town Club in Highland has been serving generations of region diners. The Town Club specializes in steaks, prime rib, and perch, all served in a warm and cozy environment, and is open for lunch and dinner. The Town Club is a restaurant that hungry diners will want to return to again and again. The Town Club, 2904 45th Street in Highland. Misprint can help your team's identification with team banners, trading cards, personalized team posters, stickers, decals, and fundraising ideas too. Misprint has 2 locations, 8244 Calumet Avenue in Munster, and in Hammond at 6931 Calumet Avenue. Both locations open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and in Munster, Saturdays till noon. Online, it's misprintusa.com. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, designs, and signs. High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Lake Central outscores Michigan City 16-4 in the third quarter, and it's a 3-point basketball game as we begin the fourth. Welcome back to the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer presentation of high school hoops right here on the Region Sports Network. Chevy runs deep. Stewart for 3. That's no good. Along with Rich Castillo, Jerry Siska back here at Michigan City. And the shooting woes continue for MC. Bannister has it knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Lake Central.
You know, if Michigan City is having some woes with their shooting here, you know, maybe they need to go to a little delay offense, maybe.
And you got to try something, see if you can get some kind of motion. As Martin puts up a shot, it won't go. Bearing the board. Some kind of a motion. Look for just layups. You still can do it with this 3-point advantage. Would have been better to do it with 10-point advantage, but hey, it is what it is. This is Combs with it. Inside to Barron. First field goal of the second half for Michigan City comes with 7:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. 39-34. Now, if you're Lake Central, you've done all that work. You need a bucket right now. You got to keep this game right here. You can't let Michigan City get on a run if you want to be able to win this thing. Atkins might have got away with a travel there. Skylar Smith, Diak. Diak trying to get it to Bannister, but good defense by Hemphill. Won't allow for that. Bannister. And Martin, I think, got away with a travel. His shot off the iron, no good. Weak side board by Bannister, and he knocks it off Hemphill. Lake Central will keep it.
May have gotten away with 2 travels there, Jerry, on this offensive set. And the fans are letting them hear it, too.
Yeah, you might be able to hear the Michigan City student section down below us here. Comes in to Skylar Smith. He wants a 3 from the right corner, and hits it. No, I'm sorry. Michigan City did score. It's 39-37. I was going to say we're tied. Getting a little ahead of myself there.
You got excited, though.
6.5 minutes to play. 39-37, Michigan City. Here's a pass. Trying to get into Barron. Knocked around by a couple of Indians and picked up by Martin. The Indians with a chance to tie it with a 2. Take their first lead of the game with a tray. Let's see what happens. Bannister gives it up to Smith. Smith. Diak high post. The Bannister cutting across. And a whistle and a foul on Michigan City. And we're going to get a 1 in the bonus. Is that Hemphill? I believe it is. Shane Kwan going to pick up his second.
Hemphill trying to fight off the screen there. Just a little bit too strong.
Frank Diak at the line to shoot a 1 in the bonus. (26-6) is what Lake Central has outscored them since Michigan City had that 20-point lead. Make it 27-6 as Diak hits the opener. Even the Wolf mascot has to come to the upper deck. He couldn't stand watching it anymore. Second one for Diak. It's up and good as well, and we are tied this time. Our first tie sits at 4 in the opening quarter. 39 apiece, 6 minutes to go. Here's Combs with it. Tries to go inside to Barrett. Martin's going to get the foul this time. A little bit of a push off with the left hand as he tried to stretch the right hand out to knock the pass away.
Good defense on this end, though.
Third on Ian Martin. So Martin and Diak both with 3 for Lake Central. Those are their real serious post presence. Both young men. Boyd to trigger the inbound. Baseline left side. Gets it into Hemphill. Spin on Atkins. Hemphill with the shot. No. There's Martin for the board. Bannister to bring it up. Indians can take their first lead of the game after trailing by 20 late in the second. Atkins. Slow dribble between the circles to Smith, to Martin. Turnaround blocked. Blocked by Combs, and he comes down with it. Boyd up the floor. Stewart lost it off his hand and out of bounds. Back to Lake Central.
That was great timing on Combs. You know, against a bigger Martin. Great timing on the jump shot.
And here comes the Michigan City bench. We'll just get them all as we go. Pulowski, Crawford, Miller, and Jones into the game. Hemphill stays in. And here's Sean Griffin in for Lake Central. Bannister has a quick rest. Diak into Griffin. Back to Diak. Diak into the front court to Skylar Smith, who's trapped on the sideline. Back to Diak. Diak dumps off Martin. Skylar Smith's got a good look for 3. Nope. Rebound. Atkins up. Good, Austin Atkins.
Atkins doing a great job fighting for that ball, grabbing the ball with 2 hands and making sure he had it before he put it up.
That is the first lead of the night for Lake Central. It's 41-39. Miller ties it. Nice spin move and kiss off the glass. We're tied at 41. Griffin to Diak. 4:35 left in the fourth quarter, and Diak, as he split a couple defenders, we get a timeout, Lake Central. Timeout with 4:33 left in the fourth. It's a full timeout. Let's take one as well. 41-41 your score. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
A taste bud jumping frozen yogurt experience without the fat and calories of ice cream is at Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt in Cherryville. Sweet Frog offers non-fat, low-fat, sugar-free, supreme, or sorbet options, along with waffle cones, cups, banana boats, and parfaits. Sweet Frog is located at 155 Highway 41 in Cherryville, and they are open 7 days a week. For a list of flavors and gift ideas, the website is www.sweetfrogyogurt.com.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
You're listening to Prep Basketball on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key, and we're streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. ChevroletGuide.com. It's underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the MVPs of FPG. Along with Rico Castillo, Jerry Siska back with you here at Michigan City High School. 4:33 to play. This game tied at 41. Lake Central basketball. Looks like a 2-1-2, Rico, is what Michigan City's coming out with defensively this time.
I think this is the, now it looks like they went to a man-to-man, but I was going to say that would have been the first zone that they've had.
Nope. They've got the corners at the top and the bottom trapping in different spots, but it's a 2-1-2. Lake Central breaks it down. Griffin's got a good look for three. That won't go. Crawford, the board for Michigan City. Up the floor quickly to Hemphill from Miller, and Hemphill fouled from behind by Diak, and that's his fourth midway through the fourth quarter.
That's a big foul on Diak, number 4. Wonder if he's going to get some bench time right now to save it for the final
I
minutes.
think you have to with 4 minutes to play. So let's see what head coach Dave Malosnik does. No one going to the scores table. Shinquan Hemphill to shoot 2 for Michigan City. First one is up and good. City back in front. We've got Gage Ray in and Sean Griffin having a seat for Lake Central. 42-41 Wolves. Hemphill with one more. Up and good as well. So much for the hit 2, miss 2, hit 2, miss 2 thing. Hemphill's hit 4 straight. Martin into the front court. Gets it across the floor to Ray, to Bannister, to the basket with the left hand. Joe Bannister reties it at 43. Michigan City the other way. Hemphill hits it. I don't even have Bannister's basket marked yet. Hemphill scores 45-43. Michigan City, 3:35 to play. This is a little more like what we thought it would be. We talked about it in the Christensen Chevrolet keys to the game. Even records, point totals offensively about the same. Very similar tight ball clubs. We expected a tight game. Took a while to get there after Michigan City's 20-point lead, but that's what we have as we are going down to the finish.
Yeah, we got 3:27 left, and it's going to be a tight one here.
Pass from Bannister. Off the leg of Crawford. Great steal by Diak. Bannister fouled by Miller. No call. Picked up by Crawford. Back to Miller. That's no good. Hemphill with the board after he mugged Bannister under the basket.
What action here.
Pulowski pump fake, gets around Martin, but that's going to be an offensive foul as Diak steps in and takes it. Brad Pulowski, his second.
You know, and Diak started that whole sequence with the steal, the reach-in, and and I thought with 4 fouls,
risky.
Yes, he was.
45-43 Michigan City. Just went under 3 minutes here in the fourth. Indians with the basketball. Here's Diak. Bannister, the pass to Bannister, stolen by Miller with the quick hands. Miller gives it up to Hemphill. Can't get it because of good defense again by Diak. And Lake Central wants a timeout. See what it is. He said it looks like it is going to be a full timeout by the Indians. We'll take a short break ourselves. 2:44 to play. Michigan City by 2. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Green 18! Green 18!
The Region Sports Network is proud to be the exclusive media partner of the Crown Point Junior Bulldog Youth Football League. The Junior Bulldogs are Northwest Indiana's largest independent youth football league, serving over 500 players and their families from 22 Northwest Indiana communities. For more information on the Crown Point Junior Bulldogs Youth Football League, the website is cpjrbulldogs.com. That's cpjrbulldogs.com.
Hey, it's Tara for Christensen Chevy. Christensen Chevrolet is a local family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership celebrating over 60 years in the community, serving all of Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. If you stop in, you can see why families and businesses have put their trust in us for generations. At Christensen, we have an enormous inventory of new Chevys with all of your favorite models in stock, ready for immediate delivery, because that's the Christensen way. We're Christensen Chevrolet, proud sponsor of our great local high school athletics programs on Indy Boulevard in Highland, or visit ChristensenChevy.com.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Ground Point.
Along with Rich Castillo, Jerry Siska back with you at Michigan City High School as we welcome you back to this Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer presentation of high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network on the Key, 90.5. And we're streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. For more details on the great Chevy lineup, the website is ChevyDrivesChicago.com. Lake Central with the basketball, 2:40 to play, 45-43, Michigan City. Bannister trap, needs help, gets it to Martin at half court. Martin to Diak. Diak back to Martin, pass tap, but Martin able to get it and hit it to tie the game at 45. Ian Martin with the field goal. So here's Michigan City now with the game tied. Miller with it. Miller on the dribble, takes it from right to just left, now brings it back into the middle at the free throw line, gives it up to Pulowski, to Jones. Crawford coming up to the top of the key to set a screen on Smith, then rolls to the basket, gets the ball, and we're getting a whistle to foul before Crawford can get that shot up, and that's going to be a one of the bonus for Crawford as the foul is on Ian Martin, and that is his fourth.
Ian Martin coming over, trying to get that steal, but a little bit too late, Jerry. And he's picked up his fourth foul. So the two big boys with four, right?
Correct. Both Frank Diak and Ian Martin, 4 fouls apiece. Crawford's first free throw is good. Michigan City regains the lead. 1:58 on the clock. Or 118 seconds for those that like it said that way. Crawford hits them both. 47-45 City. Bannister up the floor. That's Gage Ray to Diak to Skylar Smith. Back to Diak. He's trapped. He gets around it. Goes off the glass and good. Frank Diak ties the game at 47.
Nice spin move to break that double team.
We had one tie at 4, no lead changes in this quarter, 5 ties, 2 lead changes. And a whistle and a foul going against Lake Central. And that's Joe Bannister, his third. We'll have a one in the bonus. Lake Central shooting double bonus on any Michigan City fouls. The possession arrow belongs to Lake Central. Michael Miller at the free throw line, shooting one in the bonus. Timeouts, according to what I have, 3 fulls for Michigan City, a full and a 30 for Lake Central as Miller misses it. Diak gets the rebound. Diak is trapped, needs help, gets it from Bannister. Bannister with the left hand, going to bring it into the front court. Now he's trapped, and he will have to call a timeout. Timeout Indians with 1:22 to play, and the game tied at 47. Let's see what the Indians use with the full or a 30. And
it's a 30.
30-second timeout, okay. So that leaves the Indians with 1 full timeout, Michigan City with 3 fulls. As I mentioned, the possession arrow belongs to the Indians. Double bonus. Any Michigan City foul, Lake Central shoots 2. 1-1 for the Wolves on any Lake Central foul. And we are all tied up at 47 apiece.
You know, this is my opinion, obviously. I'm going to look for Joe Bannister from Lake Central to start taking over here a little bit. Doing a little bit more driving, hoping to pick up that foul and going to the free throw line.
Let's see what Dave Malosnik draws up. Good. It was a good timeout by Bannister. That was a good use of it. He was trapped on that sideline, and his back was to the floor. So to be able to find somebody open was going to be extremely difficult. They've got to watch those baseline sidelines in the half-court area. They're running out of timeouts. Can't afford to get trapped there. Bannister has it. Whip between the legs as he goes through the lane, and a foul.
There was Bannister running to the basket right away.
Yeah, when you asked me, should you bring the crystal ball, I told you to do that. Foul on Dominic Jones, his third. I think it's a big help in predicting what should be done, isn't it? Bannister to shoot a couple. First one is up, and Indians lead it. Nothing but that, 48-47, Lake Central. Both these teams at this moment going to be under their scoring average for the season. Stuart going to come in. Pulowski's going to have a seat. And we see how well Stewart shoots threes. One more for Joe Banner. Free throws up and good as well. Joe hits them both. 49-47, Lake Central. And that goes as another lead change. Third one of the game. Stewart with the crossover. Into the lane. Kick out. Miller driving the baseline. Gives it up to Crawford and a whistle and a foul. And that is going to go against Diak, and that will be 5.
Is that who they're calling on, Diak?
Yeah, he looks straight down.
Yeah.
5th foul on Diak. He fouls out of the ball game with 9 points tonight. 3 field goals, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And to the free throw line for Michigan City, 7 Crawford. And they're going to bring a guard in, Lake Central. Sean Griffin going to come in. Replace Diak.
Interesting move there.
And don't forget Ian Martin with 4 fouls as well. Well, with the lead, and make or miss, they're not going to be behind. So you're looking for some ball handlers to start running this thing down with 63 seconds remaining. Crawford misses. Bannister rebounds, has it knocked away by Miller, but it goes to Gage Ray. He comes into the front court. Crawford fouled him and got away with it, and then Ray throws it away, and then Ian Martin's going to pick up the foul. That's 5 on Martin.
So there's a good chance we'll see a 5-guard offense here.
Wow, what a sequence, because Gage Ray was fouled on this sideline. There's no question about it. Ryan Burita going to come in this time. And so with 54 seconds left, Michigan City with a chance to tie again, as Dominic Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. That was the 10th team foul against the Indians.
You know, you say it over and over again, how important free throws really are.
Jones hits the first. It's a 1-point game. Jones to get one more and a chance to tie. Up and good as well. And we are tied at 49. We have been tied at every 2-point spot since 39. 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, and now at 49 with 45 seconds to play, and here's a steal of the pass. With a slam to put Michigan City back in front. 51-49 Wolves. Griffin, timeout. Lake Central's Griffin dribbles it into the front court. Lake Central only with a full remaining. So we will take a timeout as well. 2-point lead to City. Back with the finish after this. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep. High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
You're listening to exciting high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key. It's streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. It's underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the talk of the town. And at just a couple minutes past 8:30, you're listening to Region Sports Network coverage of high school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point, WRTK Paxton, Illinois, and streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. The man to my left, Rich Castillo, Jerry Siska back with you. Lake Central with the basketball, trailing by 2 with 34.6 left on the clock. Gage Ray Gets the pass in. Came to Burita. Back to Ray. To Bannister. Back to Burita. Spin. Won't go. Rebound Jones of Michigan City and a foul.
Boy, Lake Central needed that ball to fall, Jerry, in the worst way, and it wouldn't go in.
And is that Burita going to pick it up? It is, his first. Well, Ryan Burita doesn't play a lot, and right there, that's where the loss of Ian Martin and Frank Diak play into things, too. 2 shots coming for Dominic Jones. He just hit 2 there a moment ago. 2 put Michigan City in front. First free throw, up and good. We have a final from here in Northwest Indiana in boys play. It was Chesterton beating Munster 76-60. 16-point win for the Trojans tonight on their home floor. Munster, they're going to move on to play Andrean Friday night for the NCC title. Second one by Jones. Good. It's now a 2-possession game with 24.8. 4-point advantage to Michigan City. Gage Ray for 3. Hits it. 1-point game. And here's a foul by Bannister. Dominic Jones going to go back to the line for Joe, his 4th foul. 14.2 on the clock. 53-52. Michigan City.
I really didn't think that 3 was going to go in, Jerry. There was no arc on that. It almost looked like a line drive, and it found a hole. The bucket. Yeah. And
he wasn't really set real well. It was kind of an off-balance shot as well. But a beautiful shot by Gage Ray, and it gives his team a chance. Jones hits the first free throw. But because of that 3, even if Jones hits this one, this trip down for LC, it'll be just a 1-possession game. But will it be 2 points or 3 points that the Indians need with 14 seconds remaining? We'll find out after the Jones free throw.
LC out of timeout?
Yes. According to what I have, yes. Free throw up and good. So it's a 3-point ball game. You got Smith on the floor. You got Bannister on the floor. You got Gage Ray on the floor, and here's the pass intercepted by Michigan City. Up to him. Exclamation point, Michigan City.
I think they're going to wave it off.
It was still fun to watch.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ken says so, too. He's nodding the head. The foul is going to go against Ethan Darter, his 2nd. And they do say the foul came before the shot. And it's Miller who was fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. One of these makes, turns it into a 2-possession game with just 4 seconds left. That was still very cool.
Oh, it was great.
Got the crowd into it. Nobody could hear the whistle. First one by Miller. Good. That was one of those poster dunks, man. That should do it. 4-point advantage to Michigan City with 4.3 remaining. Other than Miller, the rest of the Wolves fading back into the backcourt area. Second free throw by Miller. Off the rim, no good. Atkins to Skylar Smith. Launches a 3. No good, and that's it. The Wolves, who led by 20 late in the second, survived the furious rally by Lake Central, rally themselves, and hang on to win this DAC affair tonight by a score of 56-52. The post game coming after this. You're listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Tonight's game is being underwritten by your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agents in Lake County. Different drivers require different kinds of car insurance. Coverage from house to house isn't always the same, and life policies vary too. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake County is proud, in part, underwrite high school sports on 90.5 FM WRTW The Key. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake County.
Blue Blue 82, located in St. John just across from Lake Central High School, is where big screen sports, mouth-watering food, live music, and good times are all on the same team. Featuring food prepared from scratch with top-quality ingredients, Blue 82 provides a fun and relaxed atmosphere for groups big and small. Blue 82 is open for quick lunches, outstanding dinners, and late-night snacks. To see all that Blue 82 has to offer, including their menu, the website is www.blue82.net. Morris Baseball and Softball Center, a new baseball and softball development program in Northwest Indiana, provides instruction for aspiring athletes. The staff at Morris Baseball and Softball Center has over 95 years of combined professional experience, and they provide instruction which includes game-tested methods used by major league teams. Located inside Omni 41 in Schererville, Morris Baseball and Softball provides disciplined, well-organized practices and places players at highly competitive opportunities to achieve success. For more information on Morris Baseball and Softball, the phone number is 227-5250, and the website is morrisbaseballcenter.com.
Jack's Warehouse, Northwest Indiana's newest indoor family fun center, is proud to sponsor sports on the Region Sports Network. Jack's Warehouse has fun activities for all ages, including go-karts, bumper cars, sky trail, laser tag, and an arcade. Jack's even has glow-in-the-dark mini-golf. Located next to Omni on Route 41 in Schererville, Jack's has 6 party rooms available for events and parties. For more information, the website is jakswarehouse.com, and the phone number is 322-JAKS.
At the Crowell Companies, our customers are more than just numbers on a ledger or anonymous people who sign up online. Our customers are the families we see at the ball fields, the grocery store, and all around the community. That's because for nearly 50 years, the Crowell Companies have been part of the community right here in Northwest Indiana, offering personalized custom services that only a local company can provide. For home, auto, and business insurance, it's the Crowell Companies, 923-2131. And online at CrowellInsurance.com. The Crowell Company, home of the insurance superheroes.
Nick Shane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. Nick Shane's staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. Nick Shane, 1-800-837-1400, or online at nickshanes.com.
Sports in the region are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 94, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com.
Nick Shane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. Nick Shane's staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. Nick Shane, 1-800-837-1400, or online at nickshanes.com.
Triple Crown All-Stars Baseball and Softball Academy in Schererville is a year-round instructional facility featuring a fully AstroTurf building for team practice, batting cages, infield, and pitching mounds. The staff at Triple Crown features years of professional instruction in hitting, pitching, and fielding for both baseball and softball. Triple Crown All-Star Baseball and Softball Academy is located at 2208 US 41 in Schererville, and the number to call to make a reservation is 219-864-0711. The website is triplecrownallstars.com. A taste bud jumping frozen yogurt experience without the fat and calories of ice cream is at Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt in Schererville. Sweet Frog offers non-fat, low-fat, sugar-free, supreme, or sorbet options, along with waffle cones, cups, banana boats, and parfaits. Sweet Frog is located at 155 Highway 41 in Schererville, and they are open 7 days a week. For a list of flavors and gift ideas, the website is www.sweetfrogyogurt.com.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Ground Point.
Welcome back to this Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer presentation of high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 The Key and streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, Chevy runs deep. Final again here tonight. Michigan City 56, Lake Central 52, and what turned out to be quite an entertaining game, Rico. We were a little worried that was going to transpire when Michigan City got that lead of 31-11 with about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, but a huge run by Lake Central that began at that point and included a 16-4 advantage in the third quarter, brought Lake Central close, and then in the fourth quarter, this game was tied at 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49. It had 4 lead changes, and the fourth quarter was very much what we thought the whole night would be, a very entertaining and enjoyable game tonight here in Michigan City.
Absolutely. You know, when the game started off, we thought, like you said, you know, we're going to see something here that's going to get out of hand. But the game turned around. You know, use the old cliche that there was 2 different games here, 2 different halves, and I tell you what, Dave Malosnik, you got to give him credit. He did whatever he had to do in that locker room and to turn the team around. And they did an excellent job responding. They never lost focus. They never let down, and they always played hard. So my hat goes off to Lake Central, staying in this ball game and making it a close one.
Take a look at some of the numbers from tonight's game for Michigan City, who improves to 12-8 on the season and 4-2 in the DAC. They were led in scoring by Shanequan Hemphill and Zach Stewart, both finishing with 12 points. Other scorers in the game: Shane Barron had 2, Dante Combs had 3, Girardi Boyd had 2, Dominic Jones had 9, Brad Pulowski had 3, Michael Miller had 9, and Seven Crawford had 4 for Michigan City. The Wolves shot pretty well from the floor tonight, finishing 16 of 43. Actually, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. 37%, 5 of 14 from the arc, 35%, and 14 of 19 from the free throw line for 79% on the game. For Lake Central, here's the scoring numbers for you. They were led in scoring by Ian Martin. Joe Bannister led them in scoring with 13. Ian Martin had 11 as they placed 2 players in double figures. Austin Atkins had 6. Frank Diak had 9. Skylar Smith had 6. Sean Griffin had 2. Gage Ray had 5. And that is all the scoring for Lake Central. The Indians 18 of 44 from the floor for 41%. 3 of 13 from three-point range, 23%, and 13 of 16 from the free throw line for 81%. The backboard battle, let's see, Lake Central finished the night with 27 rebounds to 19 for Michigan City, so they won that battle. Turnovers, though, the Indians committed 15 tonight to 10 for Michigan City. And again, you talked about the pressure by the Wolves at a couple of points in the game, and it did bother Lake Central, and it shows in the turnover numbers.
Yes, it did. You know, we talked about that pressure that they had, but again, adjustments at halftime that Dave Malosnik was able to use, proved to be the difference here, but not at the end, but nonetheless, made it close.
Lake Central also exits the gym with a mark of 12-8, so same record overall for both squads, but they fall to 3-3 at the DAC. Both teams will conclude DAC play on Friday night when Michigan City travels to Maryville, and Lake Central will host Crown Point, a game you'll hear right here on 90.5 The Key. First of 3 games for Michigan City this week, as they will play here against South Bend Washington on Saturday night, and then that'll be it for them till the sectionals. Lake Central with just 2 games remaining, as I mentioned, Friday night's matchup with Crown Point. Next Friday night, they'll be home against South Bend Adams to conclude the campaign. Ready to give away some awards?
I believe so.
All right, it's time to name the blue-collar player of the game, underwritten by Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, a blue-collar store for the blue-collar worker. And that is going to go to 5'10" senior guard Joe Bannister of the Lake Central Indians. Joe with 13 points tonight, 5 of 6 at the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds and 5 assists on the evening while controlling the point position. Joe Bannister doing a nice job out here tonight, and that gets him the Berry Brothers blue-collar player of the game. Berry Brothers, located 1/2 mile north of I-80-94 on Indianapolis Boulevard in Hampton.
That was a good choice. I know we talked about someone else there. Could have been Ian Martin, but I tell you what, Joe Bannister, nonetheless, he's the catalyst of this Lake Central offense.
For the record, Ian Martin finished with 11 and 7 boards. Frank Diak, 9 and 7 boards. Time now to name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies, proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. 6'5" junior Shanequan Hemphill of Michigan City. Tonight's Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 dunks, 1 that didn't count, but it was fun to watch anyway. And with 4 seconds left in the game, and for all of that, Shanequan Hemphill, our Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game.
Yes, you know, you mentioned the 2 dunks, only 1 counted. Absolutely, it was showtime, and it electrified the crowd here, Jerry.
So that is your Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 9 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Some credits to roll. First, the management team of the Region Sports Network. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our chief engineer is Mike Bonaventura, and our coordinating producer and game producer back at the studio, Nathan Laird. Great job as always, Nathan. Appreciate all of your help. Here on video this evening, Ken Siegfried. So get over, if you weren't watching it live, get over to regionsports.com and go back and watch this one tonight. Ken always does a phenomenal job on the video out here at the game sites. The station manager over at 90.5 FM WRTW is Jody McManus. Special thanks to Craig Shaman, the Michigan City Athletic Director. The head coaches John Boyd and Dave Malosnik, the head coaches of Michigan City and Lake Central, respectively. And finally, a special thanks to you, the listeners of 90.5 FM WRTW and regionsports.com for spending some of your Tuesday night with us, enjoying high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network. And we also have plenty of underwriters who help present these basketball games. And before we close it out, let's let you know who they are, and we ask you to please patronize these folks when you get the chance.
Region Sports Network coverage of high school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, and on the internet at regionsports.com is underwritten by the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the MVPs of MPGs, the Crowell Companies, your insurance superheroes, Berry Brothers, a tradition of quality and service since 1946. McShane's Business Products and Solutions since 1921. The Lake County agents of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Christensen Chevrolet in Highland, driving the American dream. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, design, and signs. Blue 82 in St. John, food, friends, and fun. Morris Baseball and Softball Center, providing elite instruction. Randall K. Miss Accounting Group, putting the numbers to work. Jack's Warehouse, great entertainment for the whole family. Crown Point Junior Bulldogs Youth Football, Northwest Indiana's largest youth football league. Triple Crown Baseball and Softball Academy, where the All-Stars train. And by the Town Club Restaurant, steak and seafood for over 65 years. Jerry Siska back with you here at Michigan City. The final once again here tonight, it was the Michigan City Wolves 56 and the Lake Central Indians 52. And we do have one other final for you from around the area tonight. It's Chesterton beats Munster 76-60. Final thoughts, Rico?
The game ended the way we thought it was going to be played. You know, we can't touch on this anymore. The game started off in the wrong direction, but ended up in the right direction.
Right direction for Michigan City. They win it by a final of 56-52. More hoops for you Friday night from Lake Central as Crown Point will take on the Indians.
Well, quickly, I want to mention that Thursday we will be airing the East Chicago Morgan Park game right here on the Key, 90.5 FM, along with live video stream as well, Jerry.
That sounds like a new addition while we've been sitting here. All right, good deal. So we have basketball for you Thursday, Friday, and girls semi-states on Saturday. Hey, you got to get over to regionsports.com and check out that broadcast schedule. That way you'll always know what's going on. Rico, great working with you. We'll see you again along the way.
All right, take care.
All right. Michigan City wins it. For Rich Castillo, I'm Jerry Siska. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And you have been listening to high school basketball right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.